You walk into the gym and the world outside fades. The noise, the pressure, the expectations, none of it matters now. This is your space, your sanctuary, and in your ears, that beat dropping, that rhythm pounding, it's more than just music. It's your call to action. This is your new gym playlist, and it's here to wake up the part of you that doesn't quit. Every rep, every drop of sweat, every second you fight against the voice in your head that tells you to stop. This is where the transformation happens. Not just in your body, but in your mindset. You don't need perfect circumstances, expensive gear, or applause. You need hunger, grit, drive, the kind that burns when no one's watching. That beat you hear, it's synced to your pulse. It's your heartbeat reminding you, you were built for this. You were built to push harder, go longer, dig deeper. Don't wait for motivation to come find you. You create it. You generate it when you show up. When you grind through the reps even when everything inside you says you're done. The iron doesn't lie. The weight doesn't care how you feel today. It only responds to effort. And effort, raw, relentless, real, is the secret no one wants to talk about. Not filters, not shortcuts, just you versus the weight. And today you win. You feel that drop coming. That surge of adrenaline building. That's your moment. That's the part where you level up. One more rep. One more set. Push past the pain, ride the rhythm. This isn't just working out. This is war. This is the battlefield where weakness dies and greatness is born. You're not here for average. You're not here to blend in. You're here to take control of your body, of your discipline, of your life, and that playlist pounding in your ears. That's your soundtrack to domination. Each beat is a countdown to your next breakthrough. Each lyric, a reminder of why you started. There will be days when energy is low, when your muscles ache, when your mind screams for rest. That's when you double down. That's when you silence doubt with action. This playlist isn't about hype. It's about power. It's about the version of you that doesn't need permission to rise. The version of you that doesn't wait for change, but becomes the change. Don't just lift the weight, lift your standard. Don't just move, move with purpose. Be the reason someone else steps up their game. Be the energy that can't be ignored. Let the music remind you you're capable of more, not just in here, but everywhere. This is the rhythm of resilience, the sound of strength, the beat of becoming unstoppable. It's not just about training, it's about transformation. It's about setting fire to every excuse and rising through the flames. Discipline fuels transformation more than motivation. It's a truth that many overlook, especially in a world obsessed with instant results and quick fixes. Motivation feels good. It's exciting. It gives you that initial surge of energy, that push to get started. But the harsh reality is, motivation doesn't last. It's inconsistent. One day, you wake up inspired and ready to crush your goals. The next day, life hits you, energy is low, and suddenly that motivation is nowhere to be found. That's where discipline steps in. Discipline is the quiet force that keeps you moving when every reason to stop feels valid. It doesn't rely on emotion, mood, or hype. It's rooted in commitment, your promise to yourself that you will show up, regardless of how you feel. Discipline is waking up early to train, even when the bed feels too comfortable. It's pushing through that last set when your body is begging you to quit. It's choosing the long-term goal over the short-term comfort again and again. Motivation might get you to the gym once, maybe even for a week or two. But discipline, that's what brings real results. That's what builds strength, endurance, and character. When you're tired, when it hurts, when progress feels slow, motivation will give you a reason to take a day off. Discipline will tell you, get up, let's go, you've got work to do. People often wait for the perfect moment to feel motivated before they act. But that's backward. You don't wait to feel inspired to move. You move, and the inspiration follows. Discipline is what carries you through the valleys, through the plateaus, through the moments when nothing seems to be working. It is the daily decision to keep pushing forward, even when progress is invisible. The truth is, discipline builds momentum. It creates structure and habit. Every time you choose to follow through on your plan, even when you don't feel like it, you're reinforcing your identity as someone who gets it done. And the more you practice it, the easier it becomes. Eventually, the routine that once felt hard becomes second nature. The resistance weakens, the habit strengthens, and what once took force of will becomes automatic. Discipline also builds trust with yourself. When you say, "I'm going to train today," and you follow through, you're telling your mind, "I keep my word." That self-trust is powerful. It bleeds into other areas of your life. Your confidence grows, your focus sharpens, you start showing up for yourself in ways you never did before, and others notice it too. There's a different energy around someone who doesn't just talk about goals, but works on them day in and day out. The gym is just one arena where discipline is forged, but its effects go far beyond it. The mindset you build under the barbell, during early morning runs, or in the grind of repetition, it becomes your foundation. A disciplined person doesn't fold under pressure. They adjust, adapt, and continue. Life doesn't get easier, but you get stronger. And the most powerful part, discipline is a choice. It doesn't depend on genetics, talent, or external support. It's in your control. Every time you decide to act in alignment with your goals, regardless of feeling, you are building a stronger version of yourself. That's transformation, that's growth, not built on fleeting moments of motivation, but on the rock-solid foundation of discipline. Effort never lies. Results come from consistency. In the gym, in life, in anything you want to master, effort is the real scoreboard. You can talk all day about goals, dreams, and plans, but it's what you do when no one's watching that determines how far you go. There are no shortcuts, no cheat codes, no fast tracks to success that can replace the work. You get what you earn. Consistency means showing up, whether you feel like it or not. It means doing the work when it's exciting, and more importantly, when it's not. Anyone can push hard for a day or a week, but the ones who make real progress are the ones who keep showing up, day after day, month after month. That effort repeated over time is what moves the needle. It's not always glamorous, and it's rarely easy, but it's always worth it. You can't fake hard work. The results will expose you. If you're lifting, your numbers will show it. If you're cutting, your body will reflect it. If you're trying to improve your endurance, your performance will speak louder than anything you could ever post online. Effort is the one thing that can't be faked, and the beauty of that truth is that no matter where you start, you have the same shot as anyone else, if you're willing to be consistent. Consistency turns effort into results. A single workout doesn't make you fit, just like one healthy meal doesn't change your body. But stack enough of those together, enough training sessions, enough disciplined decisions, and the transformation becomes undeniable. The people you look up to, the physiques that inspire you, the strength you admire, they didn't get there by accident. They got there by showing up, putting in the work, and doing it again and again, even when it was hard, boring, or painful. Effort applied inconsistently is just noise. One great session followed by a week of skipping workouts won't get you far. But effort applied with discipline, with patience, and with intensity over time, that's where the results are born. It's about the long game. Small gains add up. Tiny steps compound. That extra rep, that cleaner form, that tougher set. It all counts. And over time, the gap between those who commit and those who coast becomes massive. No one is entitled to results. You earn them, you grind for them, you sacrifice for them. It's easy to want the outcome, but few are willing to commit to the process. If you stay consistent, the effort you've put in will be impossible to ignore. You won't need to talk about how hard you work. Your progress will do the talking for you. That's the truth about effort. It may take time and it may test your patience, but it never lies. Keep showing up. Keep doing the work, And eventually, everything you've been working for will start to show up too. Pain is temporary, but growth is permanent. In the moment, pain can feel overwhelming. It can scream louder than reason, louder than motivation, louder than your goals. But what you have to remember is this: the pain you feel today is not forever. It passes. What stays with you is the strength, the growth, the discipline that pain helped unlock. When you're deep in a workout, when your muscles are burning and your lungs are begging for air, the easiest option is to stop. That voice in your head says, just rest, just quit, you've done enough. But right there, in that moment of discomfort, is where change lives. That pain is your body being challenged, your limits being pushed. You're not breaking, you're rebuilding. Most people run from pain, they treat it like a signal to stop. But those who grow the most are the ones who learn to lean into it, to see it as part of the process, not a problem. Pain is not your enemy, it's your instructor. It teaches you where your current limits are and dares you to push beyond them. It reveals weakness so you can address it. It exposes fear so you can overcome it. The pain you experience through effort and struggle is the price of progress. Growth, on the other hand, is quiet. It sneaks up on you. You might not notice it day to day, but it builds with every session you grind through, every rep you finish despite the burn, every time you go back when your body says no. Weeks go by, months pass, and suddenly the weight that used to crush you becomes your warm-up. That's not magic. That's pain turned into power. And here's the thing, pain doesn't just shape your body, it strengthens your mind. Every time you push through discomfort, you're training your mindset to resist quitting, to persevere. You're learning that struggle is part of the journey, not something to avoid. That mental toughness will serve you everywhere, not just in the gym, but in life, in relationships, in work, in everything that requires effort. People often confuse comfort with happiness, but real fulfillment comes from doing hard things and coming out stronger. Pain makes comfort mean something. You earn it, you appreciate it, and the confidence that comes from knowing you can endure. That's irreplaceable. You don't have to fear the pain. You have to understand its role. It's temporary. It fades, but the resilience you build from it lasts forever. When you see people who are strong, focused, and disciplined, know that pain helped shape them. It was part of their path, just as it's part of yours. So the next time you feel that burn, that discomfort, that mental resistance, it's not a sign to back off. It's a signal that growth is happening. You're changing, you're getting better. The pain will pass. The strength it leaves behind won't. You're not chasing hype. You're building power. Hype is loud, fast, and temporary. It's the rush you get from a motivational video, a pre-workout buzz, or a highlight reel on social media. It feels good in the moment, but it fades as quickly as it comes. Hype doesn't last. It's surface-level energy. But power, real power, that's built in silence. That's built through repetition, discipline, and the kind of work most people aren't willing to do when no one's cheering. Power isn't about flexing in front of a mirror. It's about showing up on the days when it's hard, when your energy is low, when there's no spotlight, and still giving everything you've got. It's about the weight you lift physically and mentally. It's the inner strength to keep grinding even when progress feels invisible. That's not hype, that's foundation. That's power you carry into every part of your life. Hype can get you through the first 10 minutes of a workout. Power gets you through the next 90. Hype fades when the music stops or the motivation runs out. But when you build real power, you don't need to rely on feeling amped up to take action. You move because you're committed, because your goals matter more than your mood, because you've trained yourself to act, not react. There's a difference between looking strong and being strong. Hype helps you look the part. Power makes you live it. It's not about posting your grind, it's about doing the work, whether anyone sees it or not. Because you're not here to impress people, you're here to grow. You're not trying to be loud, you're trying to be unshakable. Building power takes time, it takes patience, and it takes repetition. The same exercises, the same routines, The same process done over and over with intention. That's how muscle is built. That's how focus is sharpened. That's how consistency turns into mastery. There's no secret formula, no quick fix, just raw effort stacked day after day, brick by brick. You have to ask yourself, do you want to feel good for a moment, or do you want to be unbreakable for life? Chasing hype leads to burnout. Building power leads to resilience. Power stays with you when life gets messy, when challenges come, when doubt creeps in. Because you've been tested, you've done the work, you've proven to yourself that you don't need external energy to perform. You've created your own fuel. The real power is in your habits, not your hype. It's in the choice to train when you're tired, to keep going when it's tough, to push through the mental wall without needing a crowd or a camera. That's what makes you dangerous. Not the noise, not the hype, but the relentless, focused power that's built through discipline and sustained through purpose.